Okay, secret number 2 is you want to establish the value ladder. Okay, at the beginning of this presentation, I talked about the importance of providing value to your customers. Our entire goal in life should be to provide value for people. If we provide value for them, what's going to happen in return? We're going to get compensated for that value. Okay. If you focus on making the money, it's not going to happen that way around. If you focus on building value, the money will come back in return. I promise you that. If you focus on making the money and not the value, your company's not going to do as well. So you focus on building a value ladder. Now, by value ladder, what I mean is you don't want to just say, here's my ebook. You want to create a ladder of value so that value increases as people become better and longer customers. Now, let me explain that a little better. First key that you need to understand is that people will pay more money for the exact same content packaged in different ways. Okay, let me say it again. People will pay more money for the exact same content packaged in different ways. Okay, so what I mean by that is, for example, I bought a book called Think and Grow Rich. Anyone here ever seen that book or read that book? Great book. I paid $9.97 on Amazon for it, I believe. Got the book, sat down, and I was like, this is going to be a great book. I had no time to ever read it. I tried for like a year. I never once read it. And finally I said, I will never read this book. I wonder if they have a book on CD so I can listen to it in my car. I went on eBay and I found a book on CD for $97. I paid for it gladly, got it in my car, and now I can listen to it in my car. Okay, now is there a difference between Think and Grow Rich, the book, and Think and Grow Rich, the CD course? There's not one word of difference. Every word is word for word the same. But one cost me $9 and one cost me $97. Okay, so what you need to understand is that people will pay different prices for the same content packaged in different ways. And this is going to go into your value ladder. So in the value ladder, there's different steps. The bottom step is text, is a book. People will pay the least amount of money for a book. For an ebook, for a textbook, whatever it is, they'll pay the least amount of money for a book. Okay, the next step on the value ladder is audio. So an audio course, they'll pay a little bit more for it because now they're learning in a different way. It's usually a lot easier. You get more personality when you're into it. It's a lot more exciting. So they'll pay a little bit more money for audio. Next step jumps up is video. Now they can watch you on a DVD, that kind of thing. It jumps to the next level of the value ladder. Okay, and then it jumps again when you go to a seminar, to a live situation like this. Now I'm providing more value because now I can ask questions back and forth, and the value is a lot higher level. I can teach the exact same content, but now I'm able to interact with you, and the values increase more, right? Do you guys get more value out of going to a 3-day seminar, learning something than you do out of reading a book? You definitely do. The value increases every single step along the way. And then the next thing is live training, like one-on-one coaching. You get more value out of a one-on-one coach than you do from a live seminar because now you get your questions answered directly one-on-one with somebody. Okay, so that's the next step of the value ladder. And you can go even higher. You can go to partnership levels where you become partners with somebody. Now instead of just you coaching them and teaching them, now you're business partners. So now the value's going to increase because now you've got some skin in the game. Now I'm your partner. I want to make you as much money as possible because we're partners now. So that's the next step in the value ladder. And next step could go into ownership if you want to do franchising or stuff like that. But now they become an owner in your company. They own equity, whatever it might be, but more of an ownership option where they own part of it as opposed to you just coaching. So you see how this works? I'm providing more and more value along the ladder. Now, we talked a minute ago, and secret number 1 was creating your system outline. Okay, now my system outline is the same at every step. Okay, I'm now going back and writing a book. We finally got a book deal. I'm going back and rewriting this book from the same original outline. The book's going to be really nice. I'll be able to sell the book for like $15 online. It's taking me it's taking me a long time to write the book, but now I'm going to have a book. Okay, the same content, and now I have a book. Then I jump up and I've got the same content I taught on CD courses. And we sell the CD courses for anywhere from $97 to $9.97, depending on if it's like 1 CD teaching it or 15 CDs teaching it or how in depth we get in each section. But it's the same content, just in more depth, more that type of thing. Then jump to the next thing, we sell courses that have video on them. Now video is the same kind of thing. I can charge more for it because now people can watch the presentation, they can see PowerPoint slides, they can see examples, they're willing to pay more for it. Okay, and we've got home study courses that teach the exact same system through that. The same thing we do seminars. We do seminars in Boise 4 or 5 times a year teaching our same .com secret system. And we teach the exact same thing that's in the book, same things in the DVDs, but now it's in a live setting. So now I get more value. I can explain things better to people. People can ask questions, and the value is higher, and we can charge more for that. Can they go to the next level is live training. We have a one-on-one coaching program we sell. We charge a lot more money for that. A couple of you guys are in the one-on-one coaching program. You know how it is. And it's even better because now you've got one-on-one access with the coach. So the value is even higher. You got to pay more money for that, but the value is even higher. Okay, and it keeps going up and up. We've got a partnership program. We've got 9 people right now in our partnership program where I'm a business partner with these people. And I've got some skin in the game. I want to make sure they succeed because when they make money, I make money. We split profits 50-50. And I charge a lot of money being in the partnership program because I want just the best people to be in there, but that's the next level of the thing. And now we're also developing an ownership program where you could own part of .com Secrets. You could own a franchise type thing in your local city. So we're building this value chain, and the price obviously goes up along the way, but we're providing more and more value to people along the way. So the goal with the value chain is you bring a customer in, they read your book, or they download or they buy your audio CD, and they learn from it, they benefit from it, they implement it, and whatever you're teaching now benefits them. You teach them how to make money, they make more money. You're teaching them how to increase their time, they increase their time. You teach them whatever it is, and they get value out of it, and they say, wow, that was really great. I just got more value out of that, I got more time, got more money. Whatever your niche is, they just got more of that from your product. What they're going to do next is, man, what else has this guy got? And they go up on the value chain. Well, I want to buy a CD course. Boom. And they go to the next thing, and they go to the next thing. And so customers will start ascending through the levels because the more value you provide them, if you are providing good value, they're going to ascend through levels because they want to get more and more information from you, and they want to grow more and more and get more and more value from you. Does you see how that works? Okay, it's very, very powerful. So understanding the ascension model, the ascension ladder is very, very important.